For about a decade, LGBTQ plus footballers have proudly competed at an annual Pride football event in Melbourne. The event brings together clubs, players and supporters from around Australia and promotes a spirit of inclusion. With the countdown to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar now underway, there are calls for Australia to lead the way when it comes to fighting homophobia in international football.
For many LGBTQI+ people, the sporting field can be an intimidating place. Footballer Jackson Bova knows the toll homophobic comments can take.
And when I was playing for my club back in my area, I never really felt comfortable talking about who I was or coming out. And then I was actually very close to giving up the sport.
His sentiments are shared by Frankie, who identifies as genderqueer and non-binary.
Historically, there's been a lot of exclusion and transphobia and issues with sponsorship and people not wanting to be out.
Both players are competing in the Pride Football Australia tournament. Teens from both Melbourne and Sydney are competing, with the goal not just to win, but to bring a diverse group of sports fans together.
It's just a really, really good way of bringing sporting clubs together and just being proud of who we are and playing the game that we love.
Competing this year is former Newcastle Jets player Andy Brennan. In May, he became the first Australian professional footballer to come out.
I was a bit scared, I was fearful of what people might say and think, but for me it's been brilliant.
Now he's lacing up for the Melbourne Rovers to show football can be an inclusive space for closeted players.
The more things like this happen, the more people see that it's okay and you can be themselves. Football will be better for it.
While attitudes to LGBTQ people are improving in the sporting world, there is still a lack of representation in many areas at the top level. Currently, there are less than 10 openly gay male footballers in the professional men's game. The safety of LGBTQ+ football fans has also been a concern ahead of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, where homosexuality is illegal. Qatar has said gay and transgender fans will be welcome to attend if they respect Qatari customs. Brennan says it's up to nations like Australia to set a better example to the world.
I think that's really important that countries or places that are inclusive, that they keep pushing for a more inclusive sport in general, worldwide. And I think that you'll get there eventually.
Giving a red card to homophobia in the world game. Naveen Razik, SBS World News.